Anyway.
Well, and are you not using your regular mic? Are you using like laptop audio?
So I have the mic sitting behind me. Does it sound funky?
Okay. It just I'm guessing this won't be a huge deal because you guys sound fine. When you are all talking or laughing simultaneously, it seems to overload the audio. I can still hear you, but it gets really muffled or something.
Um,
So it's like it should be fine, but I might end up being like, "What'd you say?" Because it doesn't
okay.
usually like do it that long, but we'll muddle through.
We'll figure it out. It'll be fine.
All right.
It'll be fine.
It's gonna be it's like the motto of just this whole
That's
thing.
that's
It's
our
like,
motto.
ah,
It's
it's
fine.
gonna be fine. It'll be
It's gonna be
fine.
fine.
Be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright, Matt.
well, then without any further ado, welcome everybody. Hello.
What's up?
Oh God, what? Who's? That's not Celine.
I
Who
brought
the hell's
friends.
that?
I brought
Well,
friends.
yay! This is our little show, Peculiar Pairings and Friends. Apparently,
Peculiar Pairings and Friends? Are you renaming your show?
no. I'm just saying it's like an asterisk. Like this is the one where like we don't usually. It's kind of a weird setup where like we usually have people involved who are specifically here as part of the recording, not just people like
True.
in the background. Like, hey, that is. It's like an audience
Having
people
time.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's nerve wracking.
it's
They're just
fine.
there. It's fine. It's fine.
It's gonna be just fine.
Are they? They're there right now, and they're going to be there the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they nice?
Yeah, you're good, buddy.
Most of the time.
Oh God, they're talking.
In theory, it's just a game theory, man.
Salem's the questionable one.
I did
So
see him. I did see him back up there on the what is that? A hutch?
yeah, he's on his little
Yeah,
tower.
he's looking real energetic.
He's turned away from me because I touched his toe beans and he didn't like it.
Oh. Yeah, for a guy who can be such a little shit, he also seems to be very sensitive.
He
Like,
is.
how dare you, mother?
Mother,
Mother.
how dare you?
Well,
Stroke
this
my
yeah,
toes.
those are my toe beans.
Yeah.
Well, as I was saying, this is our little show where we Celine reads us a story and we talk about it and we have some food and some drinks and we
Mhm.
share some laughs and some tears and we pass the time. It'll be a good time. And
Yes.
so thank you for listening and thanks for being here. Do they want to do they want to say who they are or do they
Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm KJ.
Yeah, KJ.
And I'm Griff.
Yep.
Griff like Griffin?
Yeah,
Nice.
that's short for that.
Yep.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. I don't know why I didn't think that was like the connection, but
Yep.
great. We're off to a rousing start.
Yes.
Well, without any further ado, Celine, what are we talking about this week?
We're talking about Alex Murdaugh.
And as I remember at the end of the last recording we did, I was like, "All right," and my reaction is similar. Yeah, I was like, "I
Some dude
know,
named Alex.
totally, yeah." And then I was even kind of like, "All right, this is gonna be great." And you're like, "No, he's a murderer." And I'm like, "Oh," or it's
Yeah.
like linked to a murder or something. I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yes.
I mean, boo.
I forgot how wild this one was until I was doing the notes and I was like, oh, that's fucking right. I forgot about this. And then there was other stuff. I was like, oh, I didn't know about that.
Well,
Oh.
and as much as I like to claim that I like follow true crime and stuff, I have absolutely no idea who this person is or what happened. You gave me a few details to kind of go off of, and that brings us to our pairing, which is a double patty burger and a cup of coffee. And I mean, it can be kind of any kind of coffee, but the side I will say too, the side doesn't really have anything to do with it, but I did get a bunch of fries and they were fucking delicious.
Mm. I did onion rings.
Ooh, good choice.
Griffin. So
Gang, gang. Kidding.
KJ had tacos.
Taco.
Get a side taco
Taco
from
Bell.
Taco Bell.
Oh,
Sponsored.
Not
that's
sponsored.
yeah.
I wish. Could you imagine if Taco Bell sponsored us? Oh my god.
Oh, dude, holy shit. Like, first of all, Sammy would lose her mind because if she knew
Oh, she
someone
would.
who had
Oh my
like, yeah, she is a Taco Bell fanatic, and that would be amazing. But I don't think Taco Bell would waste their time or money. Like, who are you?
It would.
What-
Maybe
what?
one day we'll be so famous, Taco Bell will want us.
Yeah, and then we have to turn them down. Just like, guys, we don't have any more room. We can't do another ad read for another. In fact, we
No more
already got Jack in the
sponsors.
Box. Yeah, we got Bucky's on our side. We can't handle more. Well, we'll take your money. We'll take your money.
We'll take money.
We
We'll take
closed
money.
the Arby's deal.
We closed the Arby's deal. We now have the meats.
I like
We
that.
are the meat. Oh no.
Do a hostile takeover of Arby's.
What is Arby's made of? People? Is it Soylent Green?
Here's the theory in 40 years.
Oh,
It's more like Soylent Brown.
true. I mean, people already think that about McDonald's.
Yeah.
They do.
And we are at an unfortunate time of capitalism where all of the quality of food, like McDonald's, like there didn't used to be like a quote unquote fast food like style. We used to just have like McDonald's that was a burger place and they had fries, and then they had to find ways to make it faster and cheaper. And as time has gone on, they've raised the prices and diminished the quality, like specifically to make more money. And it's like, ew,
Yeah.
this is barely food now.
It's terrible. All right. So what we do is I guess the connection of the pairing to the food and beverage. Do either of you have any ideas as to how the burger could relate back to Alex Murdaugh?
And I will give you a hint that it is very loose and it is not like heavy thinking.
So you put his family like in a grinder and make them like meat? Is that what you're saying? I don't know.
Part of it, sort of. Part of it's kind of close.
Threw him into a wood chipper.
Nah. Him and
And the,
oil.
wood chip, and the wood chipper is symbolism for the meat grinder.
My other hint I'll give you is that I specified to Celine that the burger can be anything you want, but it has to have 2 patties. It has to be a double.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Double shot. Two birds, one stone.
Right?
The double homicide.
Yeah, I was like that.
Psycho.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if that's untasteful or distasteful or whatever, but so there you go. Then I will say that the coffee is specifically linked to attorneys.
I was gonna say it's because he's busy building himself all of his bullshit lies.
Basically. I was just like doing a search for like cocktails or drinks in general that are linked to attorneys, and everything I found was like number 1, coffee. Yeah, just coffee.
It's
College
what
students,
you know,
reporters, yeah, and attorneys, coffee.
the caffeine.
Do you have any idea what I meant when I said this? I didn't want to include this as like part of it because it seems like I wasn't aware of this, but do you have any idea why I mentioned the 80-20 beef?
No.
Apparently, there is a thing called the 80-20 rule for attorneys, where if I remember, I should have pulled this up, but it's something like 80% of your cases should be the cases that bring in the money and like profit for the firm, and then 20% is ones that like are important or something. So
they're
it's
like pro bono or the
Yeah.
ones more risky.
right, exactly.
Oh,
And so it just comes back to like, oh, or like ones that will like help your reputation more than make money or something, which just feels like, hooray, capitalism.
yeah. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna make this party even sadder. I know you're celebrating KJ. It's great.
I've got a cat emergency. No.
Wait, what?
Oh my god. Okay. Jesus. I thought we could be friends and have fun together, but he almost ripped down the little thing I have blocking my window. That's fine. Okay.
You can't be
So
friends
what?
with.
Yeah. So I don't. I live with someone who has 2 cats, and I don't normally have my door open. But it's really hot in here, and I'm trying to get some airflow with the AC. And so the cats tend to come in when I have my door open, which is fine. My room is a mess, but
It's a
generally, like,
forbidden area. They have to go inside.
right, it's what the cats do. And generally this would be fine, but like we just spent a couple months getting into a nice spring, and so I've had the window open a lot. And so he'll come in and he'll jump up and sit on the window. And I just kind of assume I have like a jet black towel kind of blocking it just for sleeping. And he's
Yeah.
never tried to go up there when the towel's down. So I'm like, dude, I don't know why you want to go up there when the thing's blocking it. But I looked over there and he's very determined to jump up there. And I'm like, he's not really going to jump up there, is he?
Oh no,
And,
yes. 100%.
yeah, then he went for it, and somehow it still held, but he got sort of like tangled up in it. And then I went to grab him and he's like, meow. And I'm like, I know, neither of us like this. But yeah. Well, now I'm all jazzed up for some horrible crimes. Shall we get into it?
Yes, my resources. I have NBCnews.com, CNN.com, People.com, CBSNews.com, WJCL.com, ABC7.com, GreenvilleOnline.com, and Wikipedia. Just to fill in the last little gaps.
Yeah, that might be the most you've ever had.
It might be. So
You did mention this might be a long one, so here we go.
yes.
Buckle up, everybody.
So Alex Murdaugh is an attorney in South Carolina. And for 87 years, his family represented this legal dynasty.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he was an attorney for 87 years.
He was an attorney for 87 years and then committed murder.
And then and then he disappeared one day, and everyone kept coming back, and they're like, "Well, there hasn't been an attorney here for over 100 years." And they're like, "But I just saw him." Ooh. Anyways, he's a ghost.
They had 3 successive generations controlling the local prosecutor's office, and his family specifically served as the 14th Circuit solicitor, which leads prosecutions for Allendale, Beaufort, Colton, Hampton, and Jasper counties in South Carolina.
Go South Carolina.
That is generational wealth.
Yeah. Also, did you pull the word solicitor just from like official documentation in South Carolina or like newspapers or something? It's just an unusual.
CNN.
Sorry. Oh, CNN?
Yes.
An unusual word for
a really nice timeline of everything, and that was the wording they used. So
weird. I mean, not that it doesn't apply. It's just that's not usually the terminology we use over here in the States.
No, maybe that's just what they use in South Carolina.
That would be wild if just this one spot of America where they're like solicitor.
So Randolph Murdaugh the senior was first elected into this position in 1920, and he served in it until he died in 1940. So then his son, Randolph Murdaugh Jr., took over.
Of course, it's
and served until his retirement in 1986.
Okay,
and
wow,
then
so
his son,
he made it a while further.
Yeah. So then his son was elected in the role in 1987 and served until 2005.
I guess that's our old boy here.
That leads us to Alex, who worked as an attorney for his own law firm, which was Peters, Murdaugh, Parker, Eltsroth, and Detrick, known as PMPED.
Can we stop for just a second and talk about how, like, I appreciate that we have a tradition of naming law firms after the partners that own it, but like, that feels a little ridiculous. Can we maybe just stop? Yeah, that's, first of all, it's too many names. Second of all, the names are weird. You need it to be something kind of quick and snappy.
Yeah.
And even could you read that initialism again real quick?
PMPED. It is one letter from pumped.
No, pimped.
Or pimped.
Yeah, pimped is what I was like. That's what kind of popped in my head when you first read it, and I'm like, couldn't possibly be going with that. Like, just rearrange them a little bit.
Pimped
Fred.
law firm.
Okay, pimped.
I'll present you for
God.
money.
Yeah.
Represent you for just a little guy.
I represent you for
Just
a
right
little change.
Oh, don't worry. I'll get you off on this case, but you're going to have to do a little work for it, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh my
Welcome
God.
to Pimp Law, baby,
That's crazy.
where we always get paid.
We always get paid at pimped.
That's right.
So in 2006, then Governor Mark Stanford appointed attorney Duffy Stone to serve as this 14th Circuit solicitor, which made him the first non-Murdaugh in the position. And he has since been elected 5 times, apparently.
And Alex couldn't handle it, so he murdered him.
No.
Oh.
Alex is doing very well. I'm using that in quotes. 'Cause
Quote,
we
unquote.
listened to it.
Well, he's pimping, so yeah.
Well, this family does have a bit of a dark history. Specifically, Alex and his children.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting you to say that. Oh, God. That's either
Oh.
like sad for them or horrifying within the whole family.
Potentially.
Okay.
So, this brings us to the first murder that we have to consider when talking about the Murdaugh family, and that is the murder of Stephen Smith. And that happened on July 8th, 2015. He was a 19-year-old nursing student at Orangeburg Calhoun Technical College. And he was found dead from blunt force trauma on a rural road in Hampton County, which was approximately 15 miles from the Murdaugh family's Moselle estate, which is one of many.
Oh, okay. Right. They got
So
that
that's-
old time lawyer money.
Yeah.
And it of course they have to go after a poor college student studying to be a nurse. It's like, I'm gonna
So-
try to help the world be better, and it's like, no, you're not. I'm gonna be evil.
Initially, they thought the case was like a hit and run, and there were no suspects. They're like, oh, it's just some unfortunate circumstance, a hit and run. We're not sure.
Yeah.
But what we do know was that Smith was openly gay and a former high school classmate of Alex's oldest son, Buster.
Oh no. Okay.
And
we have barely started, and there's already so many horrible layers to this.
yes. Yes.
Cool.
So witnesses interviewed as part of like their original investigation repeatedly implicated Buster as having been in some sort of relationship with Stefan. But there was nothing that could prove anything. It's a lot of hearsay. And unfortunately, the case went cold.
Weird.
However,
Yeah, I've been trying to think of like what's happening. I assumed that we were going to go down the road that like the son murdered this gay kid from school that he just didn't like because he was gay, and his dad Alex was going to help him like bury it or something. I was not expecting you to say that they were like suspected of being in a relationship.
it is hinted, and there are rumors all over the area that they were involved in a cover-up.
Oh, okay.
Because how dare his son be gay?
Got it. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So to everyone else, they were quote unquote good friends.
They were good friends, and they lived in a 1-bedroom apartment together. You know, they were just friends.
I did actually do that my first year after college because I got a job. A friend helped me get a job in a town in North Dakota, and the housing was so horrible that I had nowhere else to live. So it was me and him living in a 1-bedroom apartment, and I just like slept in the kitchen essentially. But everyone always talked about like, those two gentlemen, they went to college together and now they're
They're
rooming.
really good friends.
Yes, they're very good friends, and I hear there's only one
They're really
bedroom.
close.
Yes.
They were roommates.
And they work in the same office? Scandal.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good times.
So I will say, according to the Beaufort County Island Packet, which is like a local newspaper, they said that the case for Stephen Smith reeked of insider interference.
Fair. Especially when your dad is the attorney guy.
Yeah, when your dad's a pretty big attorney with lots of money. Things kind of tend to disappear if you want them to.
They know how to do it. He be pimping.
Yeah. Which leads us to the second blip in the dark family history. This is on February of 2018. The family's longtime housekeeper, Gloria Statterfield, died on their house, on the front steps.
Oh my God. Okay.
She was the oldest of 8 children, and she was described to be the type of person who would help anyone in need. She volunteered once a month at the local food bank.
Oh my God.
And she tripped and fell.
Oh my God. I was really hoping the second dark spot in their family history was just going to be like owning a chain of Chick-fil-A's or something.
They owned all the Chick-fil-A's, but fuck the gays.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they didn't like the one high school guy, so
Yeah, they didn't want Buster to be gay.
She mysteriously died walking up the steps she walked up 1,000 times.
Yeah, she supposedly fell down the front steps of their family home on the Moselle estate. So again, same estate. And she passed later in the hospital on February 26th from complications related to the fall, which included a stroke.
Oh, wow.
And the thing that was really weird was that they never notified the coroner or did an autopsy.
Oh.
They didn't do any sort of investigation with this fall accident at her place of employment.
Wow, shady.
And her death certificate said she died of natural causes. Which is not what you put if you have a trip and fall and actually do die from that.
Well, you mentioned the stroke. That's natural.
Well, the stroke was because of the fall.
You can't prove that. What are you, a medical person? You didn't have an autopsy.
I'm not, but I'm pretty sure the nurses at the hospital are.
Oh, that's a good point.
Gravity.
My favorite part of how horrible this is that like I imagine the front steps are like the exterior steps of her like walking up to the front door essentially. And so I'm imagining like not a flight of stairs. It's just a few steps and they're like but it looks like she fell down like 3 flights of stairs. And it's like, no, guys, it was like 3 steps up to the front door. And they're like, we don't know how she could have gotten so hurt. She just tripped, it's clumsy.
Yep. So what Alex told her family to do was he told her, hey, what I would advise you to do is sue my homeowner's insurance for like her death. Like you'll get money. I know a really great person to send you to, and that was his acquaintance. I believe it was Curtis Smith. So he told him, hey, go to this other guy I know. He's going to take care of you. This is what you should do. And according to the attorney who represented her estate, they started a wrongful death lawsuit of $500,000. And it was filed against Alex and his family on her behalf.
Okay.
They won. They won over $4.3 million.
Wow. Okay.
Her family had no idea.
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
No. Oh God.
So
Okay.
the first person to help them in this case, so not Eric Bland. Eric Bland's an attorney they hire later.
Okay.
The person they initially hired at Alex's referral
Right.
never told them anything about like, hey, like we went to trial, we're doing X, Y, and Z, any of that. He was just like, yeah, like I'll see what I can do. And then they like never got anything from it.
Right. So he went through all of he basically used their tragedy to make more money for himself as an attorney by suing the guy he know. Well, and so it's almost like an insider thing of like, hey, here's a way that you can make a bunch of money off of this horrible thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like he's using his lawyer buddy to help just make the case go away by at least showing that there was this whole lawsuit and everything. We went through the proper channels, but the whole time the family has no idea.
Yeah. And we're going to put a little pin in that and come back to it.
Okay.
Because we have to talk about what happened on February 24th, 2019, and their boat crashing.
Oh, wow.
So
this is more recent than I thought it was.
Yeah.
You even said like 2005, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. So I think this is the part that you're probably going to be the most familiar with because this was kind of a big.
I'm not going to count on it, but
so
we'll see.
First two players in this whole boating scenario is Mallory Beach and Anthony Cook. The two were dating at the time, and they planned to spend a Saturday night at a house party and an oyster roast on Pauke Island with their friends Connor Cook, which is Anthony's cousin, Miley Altman, Morgan Doty, and Paul Murdaugh. So Paul is the second son.
Okay, gotcha. So just to clarify again, Alex is the main attorney guy, and then he has two sons, and this is the
Buster and then Paul. Yes.
They called their son Buster?
I know.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nickname. That's hey Buster, that's a legal name. Okay. Weird.
It just makes me think of Buster from Arrested Development.
Well, yeah.
Buster Scruggs.
I think of Buster from Arthur.
Yeah. Buster's just not a great name. And I stand by that.
That's why they named that character Buster, because it's like a goofy name. Yeah, it's a terrible name.
So basically, this whole group all agreed that they were going to take Paul's family's boat to the island for this party. Because they're like, how else are we going to get to the island? Hey, let's just take your family's boat. It'll be great. It'll be fun.
Yeah. And when you started with like oyster fry, I was like, this sounds like the old moneyest kind of party that I've ever heard of. And then we will just take the family yacht out to the private island where nothing bad will ever happen.
And of course, all of them were underage drinking because that's what teenagers do.
Oh, great.
They're 19. It's summer.
Yeah.
I guess it's not summer. It's February. It's spring break.
Oh, they're further south, so it's warmer.
Yeah. So earlier that day, we do have surveillance footage of Paul purchasing the alcohol at a local convenience store. And he used his older brother's ID to do it.
I was going to question that. I'm like, geez, what's going on in South Carolina? Holy shit. But okay, right.
And then they had footage of him like loading the alcohol in the cooler on the boat because it was like on a trailer. And he's throwing his hands up in the air with the booze, like, ooh.
Yeah, party. Yeah, I did it.
It just makes me think of like the stereotypical kid who's like never usually invited to the party and then does. So he's like, I gotta do everything to like prove that like I belong here. So he's got his booze. He's like, yeah, step one done. Woo!
Yeah, he's the nerdy kid in the coming of age movie who finally gets invited to the cool kids party because he has some kind of hookup for the beer keg or whatever.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which I do think it's kind of funny.
You're making him seem so sympathetic, and I feel like he's part of the. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say the expression on your face is like, don't feel that way.
As sympathetic as I will ever hope that.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So that one moment just made you feel like that's that kind of moment where he was like ingratiating himself to the people, but he's not ingratiating himself to us.
No. So then around 6:30 p.m., Anthony, Paul, Morgan, Connor, and Miley had all assembled at the Murdaugh family river house. So a second estate of theirs.
Of course.
And so they got ready, left by boat around 7 p.m. and arrived at the party on the island.
They all got onto their elaborate boat, which is a third estate itself.
It's not a big boat. It's kind of more of like a smaller speedboat, surprisingly.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I'm like, okay, kind of a modest-sized boat, but like it's a boat. A boat's a boat.
I will admit I was picturing like a multi-level yacht, but when you have one of those, it's like, why bother going to an island?
Hey.
He's like, I want to be part of the recording.
He has to be a part of the group.
Good boy.
So then around midnight, they left the party and got back on the boat. And Paul was super insistent about driving to a bar in downtown Beaufort. He's like, we have to go to this bar. We have to go check it out. They're like, okay, we'll go.
After they were on the boat?
After they went, so they were leaving the party, and he's like, oh, we have to go to this next place.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Shit.
So they pulled up on a dock around 12:45 p.m. and went to a waterfront bar and had a few shots, which was basically just Connor and Paul because everyone else just stayed outside.
Oh,
Connor used to take ID and Paul continued to use Buster's. And if it worked, it might as well.
Yeah, they look enough alike and whatnot.
Yeah. So just the two of them had some shots, and then they're like, okay, we're good, let's go. And at this point, Paul is fairly intoxicated.
Sure.
And acting fairly irrationally.
As one does with that many shots in their system.
With that much alcohol, yes.
As a 19-year-old, yeah.
So around 1:15 a.m., the group boarded the boat and took off. And according to Miley, some of the group started arguing with Paul after he was just driving in circles on the river.
Jeez.
So he's just kind of acting irrationally, and
he's being an idiot. And they let him drive the boat. Oh my god.
I don't think any of them knew how.
Yeah, they're like, it's my dad's boat, so like you guys can't.
It's my dad's boat.
Yeah, there's too many switches and stuff. You guys wouldn't understand. And then he does one of those things where he looks at the girls and he's like, especially you two. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So Anthony had asked Paul to let him out at a nearby dock because he's like, I don't want to be in the boat anymore. I want to get the fuck out. And Paul refused to let him out of the boat.
Paul sounds like a cool hang.
Yeah. I mean, I also kind of wondered with this why none of them just like jumped.
Like, you bring up a really good point where I can kind of understand where it's the kind of peer pressure thing, like you don't want to be that person who caused the scene and like left the group, even though Paul is the one being an asshole. But if it gets to the point where you're like, I just want to go home, even if it seems like an overreaction, it's like you do have the option. It's not like a moving vehicle. You can just leap into water.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not
fun, and it
right.
You have to make sure like the timing of it is right, but like I would probably do that.
Yeah, I
Like,
can
he
see myself
take
doing
a
that.
turn and just, like, not hold on.
Yeah. Goodbye. Yeah, splash. I'm going home.
So then Morgan said later that Paul kept leaving the wheel to fight with her,
No.
to, like, have arguments with her, so he's driving in circles, that he's like, "You know what? Now I'm not gonna fucking steer the boat, but it's gonna keep going."
Oh, yeah. Okay, at
And
this point, I would attempt to, like, take control from him, because that's
yeah.
not unacceptable.
And this had Mallory absolutely terrified.
Right,
Like,
okay.
at this point, nobody wants to be in this fucking boat.
Exactly. Yeah, now this is the point where I would have gotten to the level of wanting to just jump out. Yeah, this would be beyond just not fun. It's feeling scary and dangerous, and it's like, dude, you
Yeah.
can go crash this boat by yourself. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
So then he crashes the boat.
Oh god.
Paul crashed the boat.
Okay. Of
And he
course.
crashed it at a bridge near Paris Island in Beaufort County.
Okay.
And he was allegedly drunk when driving the boat and crashed it. And Mallory was ejected from the boat into the water.
Oh god. And
Everyone
she
else was still in the boat, but Mallory was not.
And
So
Mallory
then
was fine?
we'll get into it.
Okay. Oh,
So
no.
Connor called 911 and begged for help. And first responders immediately began searching for Mallory because they just know that she's not in the boat anymore and she fell off.
God, okay.
They don't know if something happened and she got pinned between like the bridge and the boat. They don't know if she fell off and maybe got caught in like the propellers or something. They have no idea.
Oh, wow. Okay, right. She's just missing, and she was last seen at the site of this accident. So,
Yes.
Okay. Oh god.
So then Beaufort County Deputy Sheriff Stephen Domino was one of the first people responding to the call. And he found Anthony fairly distressed and kind of pacing around. I'm assuming at this point they got them all off the boat and onto shore first. And he managed to calm him down and asked him to sit in his patrol car, just kind of take a breath.
Yeah.
And then when Paul walked up from the boat, Anthony became very agitated and tried to rush through the sheriff to get to him. And Paul was smiling like a fucking asshole.
This sounds so much like a shitty summer blockbuster movie. Where it's just like, yeah, this feels like they're very clearly writing a villain, and like these people who are kind of they're his frenemies. They're the other rich kids that like they're all kind of assholes, but he's like the biggest asshole.
Yeah, I mean, to know that like someone in your group is missing, may or may not be okay, and you're just smiling about it because you're like,
yeah,
this is such a great time. Aren't you so glad we went on our boat ride?
And yeah, and he's like still drunk, and he just thinks it's all a fun spectacle.
Yeah. Did you die though? And Anthony told Sheriff Domino that he saw Paul driving the boat right before it crashed. So he's like, he was the one in control of this boat.
I know this is a little off topic, but I love that his name is Sheriff Domino. I don't know why. I just feel like that should be an old like 70s detective cop show.
With like the 70s.
Yes. Absolutely. And he has a partner that is a dog, and he just barks and yeah. What is it, Dice? It's Dice and Domino. There we go.
Dice and Domino.
Starring Tom Selleck.
Yeah, yes. And Tom Selleck's dog.
I love that. So some of the evidence photos showed what appeared to be blood on the boat floor, and the boat was severely damaged.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Paul, Connor, Miley, and Morgan were taken to the hospital. Anthony wanted to stay behind, which, I mean, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to get in a fucking car with Paul.
Right.
I'd be fucking
And
pissed.
it almost sounds like he and Mallory were maybe a thing, because he seems to be more heated about her disappearance than anybody else.
Yes, Anthony and Mallory were dating.
Oh, poor Anthony. and poor Mallory.
Yeah. So Connor was treated for a broken jaw, and Morgan's hand was badly injured, but I think a lot of them probably had more like some PTSD, slight injuries. And according to the hospital staff, Paul was super uncooperative.
You don't say. Because his only injury was severe fractures to friendships. Like the drunk driver always just seems to walk away. Like with
Yeah. It's bullshit.
With nothing but a shit-eating grin on his face.
Yeah. So they did draw his blood, and his blood alcohol was a 0.24, so 3 times the limit.
That is a lot. Wow.
Disbelief on your face, KJ.
God damn.
This was several hours after he'd stopped.
Right. That would.
Jesus.
Oh yeah. So good God, at the time he was operating a boat. His blood would be like a third alcohol. Good Lord. He shouldn't even be conscious.
Probably not. And then hospital staff reported that Alex Murdaugh was going from room to room attempting to speak to everyone else that was in the boat crash. And a security guard reported overhearing him on the phone saying, "She's gone, don't worry."
Oh, wow. Oh, jeez.
I hate it.
Yeah, so it's amazing how these are seriously just cartoonish villains, and yet these are real people that exist in the world.
Yeah. So investigators and volunteers using rescue boats, divers, and helicopters spent about 8 days searching for Mallory.
Oh my God. Okay.
And on March 3rd, 2 volunteers found her body about 5 miles down the river from where the crash was.
Oh my God.
So unfortunately, the boat crash did kill Mallory.
Yeah. So then, I mean, I suppose it's like vehicular manslaughter. It wouldn't necessarily be murder, but either way, that's a crime. Like, he killed someone in a boat crash.
Yeah.
And his dad's a big time attorney.
Yeah. Mallory had graduated from Wade Hampton High School. She worked at a clothing boutique. Her family said she had aspirations of becoming an interior designer, and the kind of person that lights up a room. Everyone loved her. Yeah. Take notes. Don't be the person everybody loves. It gets you killed.
And if I may make a prediction, be an asshole, because then you always live.
Yeah.
Don't go to nursing school. Don't be a good person. Don't help other
people.
Don't
light up the room.
Yeah, it just makes you karmically a target for an early demise.
Salem.
But I will make a prediction that a lot of this has to do with his dad. Just this is not the first time his dad will lawyer his way in some way out of trouble. And
I'm sure it was not the first time.
Yeah. This reminds me so much of a lot of people that I went to high school with. Not all of them were quite this severe, but I knew there were people in my high school that died from this kind of irresponsibility, and their parents just got them out of any kind of recourse, basically. And it's maybe just instead of try to just be parents, instead of raising shitty people that end up doing horrible things. I mean, I can't, don't just get them out of trouble. Try to teach them how to not be in trouble.
Teach them how to not be shitty.
Yeah. Don't inspire them to try and not drive horribly drunk with a bunch of friends in a boat.
Yeah. So about a month after her death, her family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the Murdaugh family. I think Paul specifically.
Right.
And that allowed them to depose the survivors. So bring them in for questioning, all of that. And on April 18th, 2019, Paul was indicted on charges of boating under the influence, a BUI. That is exactly what it's called, a BUI.
Wait, it's
influence.
Which, if you pronounce it, it's buoy. Like on the water, it's a buoy. That's
that's funny.
The crime itself isn't funny, but the name is.
Yeah. So with the BUI, it was causing great bodily harm and causing death in connection to the crash, which he pleaded not guilty to, of course.
Like what? Okay. So there again, like lawyer parent, he's like, no, because if you plead, like if you say you're guilty and you even take a plea deal just like avoid jail, this will be on your record. So it's like you're gonna say not guilty and we're gonna fight the shit out of it. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So he was released on his own recognizance and awaited trial, which I think is bullshit.
Absolutely. Not even like bail?
I don't think so.
Okay. Cool.
Either way, I think it's kind of bullshit if like
it is.
You're sitting out for a murder trial and because you have money, you get to do it at home instead of in prison like everybody else.
Yeah, that was something that I did not realize until I did like some Lyft and Ubering, and I've listened to other like international podcast people talking about this, and I didn't realize we're like basically the only place that does this. Every other country on the planet is like, what the fuck is bail? Like, wait, what? You could just it's not a thing. Like I was like, I just kind of assumed that was a standard thing, but it's like, no. That's why we look so horrible, because if you're rich enough, even if it's a horrible crime and the bail is like millions, you can still just pay and get out. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So then on June 7th, 2021, the CFO at Alex Murdaugh's law firm confronted him about $792,000 in missing funds from clients.
Whoa. I just assumed that it was going to be just like people getting hurt, like murders.
Just be the murder. No.
Wow. Okay. No. I mean, you said this was going to be like deep and wow. Okay. Holy shit.
Yeah. So then that night, Alex called his wife Maggie and asked her to meet him at their family hunting lodge in Islandton.
That sounds creepy.
And supposedly it was so that the two of them could travel together to go see Alex's father, who was terminally ill. But Maggie thought he was being shady and weird.
His wife? This is his wife.
His wife thought he was being really fucking weird.
Well, because I was going to make a joke about this sounding like him trying to make a person disappear for insurance money, and like she's thinking he sounds sketchy. Okay.
She texted a friend saying her husband sounded fishy and was up to something.
Wow. All right. Sounds like a happy marriage.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
They're going to live together forever and ride on a unicorn in the sunset.
Oh, that does sound lovely. A unicorn with like wings, so it's kind of like a pegacorn.
Like a Pegasus?
Yeah. That's awesome. I want one.
I do too. So after parking her car at the house, she walked to the dog kennels where she found her son, Paul.
Alive?
No.
Oh, no!
Paul was definitely dead.
I want to be very clear that I know I'm laughing, but it's because these are just so many like continuously horrible events. And I keep doing things where I'm like, oh, let me guess, Paul's gonna go crash the boat, and then like literally the next thing you say is he crashes the boat. And I thought it was making a joke that like Paul's fine, right? She just finds him. Okay, so that was unexpected. And just to make sure I'm following, this is Paul, the boat driver. This is the son.
The boat crasher.
Huh. Okay.
And
All right.
people
Wow.
in the nearby area had reported hearing some shotgun blasts. And that night, after all this, Alex called 911 and reported that he found his wife Maggie, who's 52, and his son Paul, who was 22 at the time,
Yeah.
dead outside their home in Islandton. And this put their estimated time of death around 9:30 p.m.
Oh, so
And
Maggie did go? Oh, I thought you had said she found Paul.
yes, so she found
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I
and then
okay.
that is all the info we have.
Wow. Cool.
And
So she was clearly correct about like suspecting her husband.
yes. Alex had called 911 at 10:06 p.m. So within 30 minutes to an hour of when they would have died.
Right. And this is like a remote hunting cabin, seemingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, out in the woods kind of thing. Okay.
So both Maggie and Paul were shot multiple times, and they were found on the ground in front of their family's dog kennels.
Are the dogs okay?
The dogs, I don't think the dogs were there, but I will definitely have to double check.
I'm just yeah, I'm assuming that they're fine. I can see if they like just because it's the hunting cabin, they don't necessarily keep the dogs there all the time.
Yeah. So Alex told officers that he was not at the crime scene that night and that he was visiting his ailing mother in Almeda and returned
Nice
to
alibi.
find his wife and son dead.
Of course.
And the thing that was very convenient about Paul's death is that without Paul, there can be no charges from Mallory's family. So those were dropped.
No, oh my God. What? Oh my God.
And that is where we're going to put a pin in things.
Okay.
That's when it gets juicy.
There's too many pins.
So that's where we're gonna stop for now before we pick up part 2.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So Alex discovered his dead wife and son.
Well, stay tuned
After
for
all
part
the stuff
2.
leading up to it.
That is
Discovered then. Yeah.
I really thought that Alex, well, because I mean, you mentioned that this was about him. Like that's the title. The topic of this is Alex. I somehow, as we were going down this whole trail, I didn't think that he was going to be the one that had this much to do with so many nefarious things. Like, because I mean, the implication seems to like, 'cause, yeah, obviously the implication seems to be that he himself or someone that he's in league with murdered his son for the sake of getting the case dropped. Like that that's a level of evil that I didn't even think was possible.
Well, I mean, if you're being confronted at work for almost $800,000 worth of missing money, maybe you don't necessarily want to be sued by another family because your kid fucked up. Because you don't have the money to be sued because your kid fucked up.
But then why also kill your wife? I mean, it's got to be insurance. Well, no, but they're clearly murdered. Like I can't imagine. Well, I mean, I suppose they still pay out if it's murder, but they have to prove that it wasn't done by someone trying to collect the. Yeah. Huh.
Not what happened, what you can prove.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
Dun dun dun. Well, stay tuned for part 2 because it's apparently gonna get even crazier.
Part 2 will be a little bit more fun.
Hey everyone, I'm Nicole.
And I'm Gabrielle.
And we are the hosts of the Spiritual Sisters podcast.
Join us every week as we discuss all the spiritual topics like astrology, mediumship, psychic insights, and so much more.
We are often joined by others we have met along our spiritual journey who are well versed in many of these areas.
Get ready for enlightening discussions and interviews and personal experiences that we hope will expand your mind and get you thinking outside of the box.
Whether you're a seasoned spiritual seeker or just beginning your spiritual journey, there's something here for everyone.
Check us out every Tuesday wherever you get your podcasts. See you then.
Bye.